Have you ever wondered why people ghost? Why someone who seemed genuinely interested in you, someone who replied instantly, shared their thoughts, laughed with you, connected with you, suddenly disappears without a single explanation? No goodbye, no reason, no closure, just silence. And that silence hurts in a very specific way. Not because they left, but because they didn't tell you why. Your brain tries to fill in the gaps, replay conversations, analyze every moment, and the lack of explanation becomes the explanation. The truth is, people ghost for reasons that go far deeper than what you see on the surface. Ghosting isn't always about rejection. It's often about fear, emotional patterns, confusion, and internal battles most people never talk about. Some people ghost because they have an avoidance attachment style. Growing up, they learn to shut down emotions, avoid difficult conversations, and escape anything that feels uncomfortable. So when things get too real, too emotional, or too close, they run. Not because you did something wrong, but because communication feels threatening to them. For them, disappearing feels safer than explaining. Others ghost because they're scared of intimacy. They like the idea of connection, but when it becomes real, their mind panics. They don't know how to handle vulnerability, so they escape before the connection gets deeper. It's not that they didn't feel something, it's that they felt too much and didn't know how to process it. And then there are people who simply don't know what they want. One day they feel excited about you. The next day they're confused about their own emotions. Instead of saying, "I'm unsure," they withdraw completely. Their confusion turns into silence. Some people experience emotional overwhelm. Maybe they're dealing with stress, pressure, responsibilities, or personal struggles they never told you about. And when life becomes too heavy, they unplug from connections they can't maintain. Not because they don't care, but because they don't have the emotional capacity to show up. There are also deeper wounds. Some people ghost because they feel unworthy. They think you're too good for them. They feel they can't meet your expectations. They're afraid they'll disappoint you, so they disconnect to protect themselves from feeling inadequate. And yes, sometimes people ghost because someone else came back into their life. An ex, a familiar connection, or someone they were already talking to. They don't want to hurt you. They don't want to look like the bad one, so they take the easiest way out. They disappear quietly. But one of the most common reasons is emotional immaturity. Some people never learned how to end things with honesty. They don't know how to communicate discomfort, confusion, or lack of interest in a respectful way. So instead of saying, "Hey, I don't think this is working," they vanish. It's not maturity, and it's avoidance dressed as silence. Ghosting is rarely about your value. It's a reflection of their emotional capacity, their fears, their insecurities, their patterns. So what should you do when someone ghosts you? First, don't chase. Their silence is already your answer. No double texting, no paragraphs, no begging for clarity. If someone wants to communicate, they will. If they wanted to stay, they wouldn't disappear. Second, don't blame yourself. Ghosting is about their limits, not your worth. You didn't fail. They avoided. Third, create your own closure. Tell yourself, they didn't explain because they didn't have the emotional strength to explain. That's not your responsibility to fix. Fourth, redirect your energy. Put your attention back on your goals, your passions, your identity. The right person will never confuse you by vanishing. Fifth, stop fantasizing about their potential. The person you imagined in your head is not the person who ghosted you in reality. You fell for the possibility of not the behavior. And lastly, let the ghost stay a ghost. If they return, remember, people who disappear once usually disappear again. Patterns don't lie. You deserve someone who communicates, who shows effort, who values your presence, and who doesn't disappear when emotions get real. So now let me ask you, have you ever been ghosted? Have you ever ghosted someone? What did it feel like? Share your story in the comments. Someone watching might need to hear it. And if you want more deep psychological explanations, insights into human behavior and relationship truths we all feel but rarely talk about, subscribe the channel. There's so much more beneath the surface, and we're just getting started.